welcome to Tiffy Bean's YouTube channel. This is my feature called Express Your Creative Passion. There is no elitism in the layer of creativity that embraces all of us. It's our passion, so allow yourself space to broaden what galvanises you most. Social media is a great way to find and share information, but how many of us actually donate to that platform? I've spoken to many people who say they'd love to start their own blog, but then hit their own needless hurdles with statements like, but I can't spell, or I've got nothing that's interesting to write about, or I'll get round to it but haven't got time at the moment. We've all got life in us, and life gives us so many topics or views to share. A blog about animal welfare, gardening, cooking, natural walks or handicrafts, for example. Perhaps sharing your views on feelings such as relationships, parenting or coping with stress. Have you overcome a challenge that could inspire others to do similar? There's budding writers in fact and fiction who don't share their work for fear of rejection or copyright. That's rubbish. It's not who reads it, it's that you've expressed your passion. Putting your words out there will remain long after you, so why not start networking with other bloggers sharing your interests? They're out there now and not limited to location. There's people blogging around the globe, the resources are limitless. Searching for keywords, hashtags and groups that mentor or distribute like-minded subjects is a great way to make new friends whilst learning and partaking with those in your zone of preference. It's simple to set up a blog. Search Google and see what appeals. I use Tumblr as it's great to add pictures, quotes and videos as well as blogs. But there's a huge choice. For instance, WordPress and Blogger. The benefits being that blogs with popular blog platforms also robot your keywords, and they in turn can be found in web searches if used correctly. This way others can search and find your blogs. You can share your blogging across social media. A great tip is to also add an image or poster with a short description of what your blog is all about, thus catching the eye of your target audience with more definition. Tips for new bloggers. Start by making notes about what you'd like to say. Listen to your thoughts and research your passions. Take photographs or find posters that represent your blog. Don't be afraid to be controversial whilst being optimistic. Carry a notebook wherever you go. Find positive space to thrive with your imagination. Find groups and individuals who share your interests. I'm dyslexic in a way that my confidence affects my writing. If I feel under pressure, I struggle, but when I'm focused, I am convicted by what it is I want to say. Then my dyslexia seems to diminish. Self-belief is paramount to expression. This is why we should surround ourselves with positivity. Although it would be impossible to constantly be in ideal situations, we can all make small steps to eradicate the circumstances that holds our creativity down. For instance, those who seem to mock, frown upon or scorn your passions or stifle your motivation. Seeking such people around us is a form of self-harm. Leave them behind and walk on. I recall many years ago I wrote a piece for a publication about the benefits of breastfeeding. At the time it was considered taboo, and the article received a lash of criticism. I didn't write for months after that. Words like nipple shields, breast pumps and sore boobies hit a few nerves. Sadly, mainly by women who didn't have or want children. But as I've grown older, I've realised that debate is a healthy thing, and when our words are under attack, it's not personal, it's that you've created a reaction that others are entitled to comment upon. Freedom of speech is what many call it. On reflection, my blog about breasts was fabulous. I should have embraced the attention it received, Furthermore, public places in my community became more open to breastfeeding and created space for mummy and child. I am writing another feature about it soon, so stay tuned. I think natural breasts are wonderful. Nature thrives on the milk of its founder. I have a good friend, Carol Cooper of Women Embodied, wise beyond description, who's a sexual counsellor. I've been to events where people have become embarrassed at the word vagina. Many of those very same people now use the word more openly. As my pal says, it's not a dirty word. All women have a vagina. Without them, would not exist at all. It's just about being able to bypass the boundaries of social expectations and exclusions. Don't let mainstream society make the rules, especially not celebrity culture. We're surrounded with mostly rubbish that needs to shift. I have 2 grown-up sons who don't watch much TV. They prefer YouTube. An online open place that, if we research well, can reveal topics on just about any subject, straight from the horse's mouth. I've sourced so much information via this platform I contribute to. I'm not very good at it, but I just enjoy having a go. We can create our own platforms. I'd love to see a society where there's no taboo. I really don't believe there's any such thing, and feel sad plenty do. Equally, I believe no topical passion is too small to discuss. Words should not offend nor harm if used with heart and soul and compassion. Words are our democratic way of sharing our passions, goals and personal imprints. And words, if used wisely, can heal and mend the world. Whilst hate, jealousy and bitterness are worthless ways to attack on any level, we can use these emotions to better use by turning them into positive ways, thus moving past our fears and inner demons. So don't be afraid to express your open opinion about the subjects you hold and could share, and remember, do it with pride. Then there's blogs about the plus and minus of a subject that you could use to invite others to get involved with. People love to participate, and it's a great way to engage with new friends. For instance, you could create your own questions and answers, a Q&A, or better still, a petition. If you feel so strongly about something, why not write about it whilst inviting others to support your cause or opinion? There are some fabulous petition sites that are so quick and easy to use. I've known folks set up one in a matter of minutes. For instance, change.org. Look at how much time you are spending on sites like Twitter and Facebook. Could you reduce that time doing more to contribute? Step away from the hub and go into your own mind of thought. Find things within your passions to share and demonstrate with others. This way, the virtual library of life will become more abundant with your contribution. What's somewhat small to you may be life-changing for another. Life is a lesson. It's about learning and sharing. It connects and unites mankind, enhancing our passions, subsidising global love, and love is everything. It starts with self. Use your voice and be counted. If this speech has inspired at least one other person, I've made a small change. So I do hope you'll get started today and do the same, inspire another. Start your creative journey by perhaps meditating or taking a long walk with nature, getting on with expertise with a notebook by your side. Often my best thoughts come when I'm walking the dogs, and many times I've had what I've considered to be a great idea whilst outdoors, reminding myself to jot it down and returning home. Taking a notebook with you is a great little tool. Cameras are just as good, if not better. A building, situation or skyline can be captured then put into words, or you could create your own digital posters with your quote of the image to share online. I used to become despondent when I'd post something online, for instance Twitter. Nobody would comment towards or retweet. But when I looked at the amount of hits my page, my feature had received, it was sometimes hundreds. Remember, many who use social media do so to learn and not necessarily to retweet. It does not mean your passions go in vain. It's the taking part that counts, and if it makes you feel good, do it. Ask yourself, what have I to lose? Self-expression is one of our greatest healers and allies. aiding confidence, enthusiasm and concentration too. I'd love to visit my website tiffybeans.com. It's a place of all the things I love. I've no expectations, and that's what makes it so much fun. If you enjoyed this, there'll be plenty more to come, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.